Which going to be showing stuff on the computer also? I don't know. Maybe.
The work that I saw up here this semester. So if I address it here, maybe you can transpose it yourself into your own terms with the limitations of your rendering techniques downstairs, which is, I feel like your ideas are so sophisticated, you're impatient about getting your basics down. This rendering was, what, about a 20-minute rendering? So it has all the ability in this, what we're looking at here, to have the sophistication of a modeling surface, but we don't get it. We get this very flat, it's black, it could just have been drawn out, described, and colored in. So you're not getting all the benefits from all the work that you put in because you're not spending the time learning the basics. And my assumption is this is the way you learn, is that you kind of tense to discreetly say, well, this is not going to be important for me, this is going to be important for me. But what I'm offering you is that maybe you could stop, this is the last opportunity to have in school, to sit back and learn some of all of the techniques so that you can bring them together. This is, there's a lot of work in this model and it's not a very good image.
So start with my first assignment. No. The first assignment is very important, so I will talk about later. The second assignment is the Gillette assignment about the shaving case. What do you call that thing?
Nobody likes this, the shaving mug and it's okay. It's a prestige item.
These two, they like it, but it's the first one that I think about it. First, I think about that. What is the concept of the design? Because they want to make the market in Europe. And in Europe, everybody likes something that prestigious, high class, look good. Even it's expensive, they will try to buy it. Because it's like an upper class them. When they go to stay in the bathroom and they say something like this, they feel like, oh, this is high class people. We should love him or something like that. So it looks very good. I like it very much. Also, this one is some kind of sculpture form. No, I put it on the heater and then.
Oh, jeez. This is a different concept.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not different. It's the same, but just change the form, change the idea of the form, not just the cube now.
That's right. But I mean, the things aren't in the same place.
Yeah.
And
That's very confusing.
The ball has a function, right? If we grab the ball and pull it out, we get the brush.
You get the brush.
How do you open all the rest of the stuff?
When you push it out, look, everything is open like this.
Oh, everything comes out.
And when you close it, just close your hand, use hand, close. Very easy.
More than our seniors did, as far as detailing and getting that stuff finalized.
Okay.
Should have been much better. All right, let's go on.
Okay. I want to go to that one first.
So where are we headed now?
This one. This is a dialysis monitor. This is the first one. Actually, I have in another color. It looks not so good, so I try to make it the same color, so you will not disturbed by the color. Just see the form.
Yeah, that's a better way. You have the drawings with you here? Did you bring them in? No?
I tried already.
Oh, Jesus.
Which,
You make the extra hole, and then you put everything on the pole, and then you put the monitor in, and then you draw it like a card. That is not a very good idea, because the idea is put it on the pole, and you try to create you try to correct, come up with a new idea. Try to help, right? It's weight about 16 or 17 pounds, and you put it up, hanging on a pole.
Pole, yeah.
Yeah, I will pole, and it's very heavy. It's all the component, not include the liquid. But
right.
if you put the liquid in, it's more heavy. more heavier. So I think that why we not use it every time, every time. We just use it sometime. So why we have to put the liquid every time? So I separate the liquid unit to be like this. This is the first way I do. But Dick said that it's not so good to slide in the side because not functional, not easy way. So I change the way to put it like this way, to slide like this. Plug in and then use the plug in from the back side. This is the way I create the idea. First I create the idea like this. I don't like this because it's not function. When you press the button, you don't want to press like this. You should slope a little bit, so it's more easier to press the button. I show them with this mock-up. This
was done after that now? This
Yeah.
was done since reviews, since
Yeah.
Wednesday? Since Wednesday you did that? Was that here Wednesday for reviews?
Yeah,
Okay.
I show this when the Nova coming.
When?
When the Nova they came.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you didn't show it in reviews?
This one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I don't know that we have to show it.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. So I end up with this idea. Somebody said, why you can make it smaller, why it have to be big? So I try to keep on doing with the form, how to make it look smaller and completely form. So I try more.
And snap into that. Now you got a unit that you got to go to the back to, and you have to connect these. And then, can I open this up and take liquids out of it, or what?
No, yeah, this is
The door's in the rear?
yeah.
Oh.
You
Okay.
because you have to take it out and put on the burner and then you open it and put one on.
The aesthetics are kind of nice. The design is nice. That's nice. Okay, do your last product. Will you? Get more moving.
This one is this projector. This is a first assignment. I thinking to about the problem of slide projector and the people who use the computer. So in this day when you make the slide from the computer, you have to do a lot of process and then you come out with the slide. And my idea this one is try to complete the process by just one time. You use the software that you have the images on already and put it in, and then you can show the slide on, but you don't have to make the slide.
How?
Leave that, we'll tell you that.
Sounds interesting, but how technically, how do you do that?
How I do that?
How do you project an electronic image onto a screen?
In my idea, right? I don't know why I should talk or not, but okay, I will talk.
Why, you think it's a secret?
Because
Patented?
one of the Nigerian people, they is interested in my idea.
Okay,
And
we're
then-
not gonna steal it.
Okay.
You can talk.
Okay. So because the light, no, first of all, I will have the small monitor inside this, and then that small monitor will project to the projector, very small projector, and then the radiation of the light will go to each of the radiation sensor on the projector, and then you can project it on the wall.
What power, what projects it? What actually projects it? You have a halogen light, you have, what are you doing? I mean, it's not TV, it's not a cathode ray, right? It's not like the projection television.
No,
Straight off digital?
the computer information is come from 011, 0011.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now, what we're trying to find out is how you get the image out of the machine onto a wall. What makes it happen? Is it a light source? Is it a laser? Is it a...
Right source is it kind of small projector with the small screen. and then
Oh, I
you
see.
put like this,
So it,
and then the projector act like a projector, show the images on the wall.
Could be done within the next 2 years or something, because it's not available now, you can't do that. Right? You
Yeah,
can't
but
do that. You see, the closest things they come to is, is the digital combination with music and the tapes and the disc and stuff, but still it has to be bigger than that to present on a wall. But what do you think of the shape, just the form and, why, you keep standing it up like that, why?
Because
You don't like the way it looks sitting down? or-
No, I feel like you cannot see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have a lift mechanism on it to tilt it towards?
Yeah,
to
it will
tilt
like
it?
this.
It does?
Yeah.
And where is that?
Because it's just the model, it's not adjusted, but it should be like that. I didn't do the detail, that's why it's still confused. I tried to create the images that close to the character of the designer. The designer that I choose for this method is one is a Japanese designer, Sakai, and one is a Lisa Pond. This is the idea when I try to design the cover book that I find out, but somebody said it's not easy to read, so I still not sure about the design.
would this be black and white or color?
I'm thinking to do something like this on the book.
Right. Very different. Somewhere out of those 6, you should resolve, then you go into phase 2, which then becomes a refinement of one or more of those concepts may be put together. From phase 2, you do markups. Okay, now this is traditional way of doing it. And we went through all that. You can see it,
Yeah.
if you look at your senior class that you were with, look at the ones who worked at that, very nicely, like Jim Walsh, or what's his name, Rob Welch. I mean, they go from one phase to another, and usually you don't go back and start again at the end, unless you get a real bad critique or you find something that is very, very wrong with the design. You don't go back and restart again, You keep going on with the design, finish it and do another one. But the project should explain itself. And I think that's where, you're still jumping around all over the place. And when waiting too long to start a model, waiting too long to, define it, kill the design effort after a while and say, I'm through. I can't design anymore on this, now I gotta finish it up. Okay, because all your projects are great, they're great starts and the aesthetics are good, and I think you do a terrific job. I think you only have so much time though, to put each one of them together and say that I gotta stop designing on this now, I've gotta find them and finalize it. Somewhere along the line you gotta finalize the project.
Do more understanding to some people, but tomorrow I will go to Notary Public first about the idea.
In order to do more than that,
He's getting an idea, once you go to Notary Public to get an idea that doesn't.
just go to a notary, take your drawings, mail it to yourself,
Yeah.
sign for it, it's all protected, you got prior art, don't worry about that. But I think there's too much electronics in that, okay? Yeah, you get too much, what, you wanna go back to MIT next time, or what? No, you're not gonna be able to work out the electronics and the details, and no one else is right now. So how can you do a thesis which has, it becomes just a styling job, basically. You can't, that's not a degree project is gotta be, you saw some of the senior theses that our students did, like the one with the toy, or the one that, with the fire command center, or the washer dryer combination. Those are just senior degree projects, 1 year. You should be doing something a lot more detailed, a lot heavier that you have to get into, explore a lot more. Now, so you can make a list and see what you might be
So
thinking.
another idea is to improve the keyboard machine.
Okay.
Keyboard is what?
That's a, see, but why? I mean, that's a tough, there are a whole bunch of keyboards now, they have soft keyboards, they have ones you can fold over your knee, you get keyboards that are all adjustable. Nobody's using them, because nobody wants to change, you know, they can come up with better keyboards, but who's gonna change the way you have somebody punch keys? They're not gonna do it. I don't think, I mean, you know, the best designed houses with human factors and engineers and designers all working together, DEC almost killed themselves by doing that. Microswitch almost lost their company because they tried to change a keyboard. They just changed a backspace and a point, right? I mean, nobody could use the thing anymore. I mean, everybody had, every secretary, everybody had to go back to school. I mean, that's a tough one to
That
change.
should make a lot of errors.
Yeah, I mean, the keyboard was designed to slow people down. So maybe there can be something new, but who tests it and who finds out? You know, you also should do a project that can be evaluated when you finish it, and everybody could say, hey, that's a great job.
Hey everybody!
Yeah!
You want me to check for you? Yeah, maybe you go to get.
Oh, look it. I don't like
Woo! The other one.
Happy graduation!
Thank you!
Strong people in Thailand, we love you and we'll be there soon! We love you! Bye, Pug!
Oh, and make a dirt. Oh yeah, I took him in.